before coming over to you, I felt very, very emotional, and relative to the other 2 links, it was equivalent to that first link that I did tonight.
Yep.
So I knew he was young when he passed over.
Yep.
I also felt he felt quite awkward in my body. It's like his feet, like he didn't like gangly, his body gangly.
Yep.
And there was also a feeling that he, in some way, was responsible for his passing. Now, he's not showing me he's a suicide. That's a very different thing. But it feels like, in some way, he's not spoken up about something. He's not got something addressed before it should have been addressed. So it feels like there was a medical condition affecting him. And he was getting signs, but he didn't like to speak up about anything. And had he spoken up sooner, maybe something more could have been done. But it feels like everything was left too late for him. I feel like there was an attempt at surgery made on his body, but nothing could be done.
No, it was too late.
Okay.
Yeah. He had cancer diagnosed at 18.
Wow.
Died just before he was 21.
Yeah. And my feeling there was just gangly and awkward.
Yeah, totally. It's one. Yeah.
But lots of feelings for you. Yeah. Now, was he big brother to you?
Yeah, he was one of my big brothers.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was baby sister and the youngest of
Because it feels like he felt he was there to look after you. And in spirit world, he still does. He wants you to know he still looks after you. He still looks after you. Now, was there something wrong with one of his front teeth? Was one of his front teeth over another one? Or there was an unusual gap in his front teeth? He's trying to show me.
No, that's Mum. Mum had a gap in her front teeth, but I don't remember Wayne having one. I can't.
No, that's all right. Is Mum also in spirit world? It's probably that he's trying to bring her through. Because as I look at you, if we were to look at camera, mostly I look about here with people when I'm looking for spirits, and with you, I'm focusing on your teeth.
Oh, okay.
So they're trying to tell me it's the teeth. The teeth is significant. Yeah. Now, rolling things over. So it feels like your brother passed before Mum passed, because it feels like one of the blessings for Mum when she went over was that Wayne was already there. Now, the other thing I have to say, because I feel it, is Mum wouldn't have passed as early as she did if Wayne hadn't already been there. His passing sort of broke her heart.
It did.
And so she then stayed here longer than she ordinarily would have.
Okay.
Had she known what she knows now, look at this, hairs on my arm, she'd have stayed here. He doesn't need her help. You know, it's the living that needs your help, not those in spirit world. In spirit world, it's really quite easy relative to what we have here. But she was really affected by his passing.
She was.
And she never got over it. And in a way, you have never got over it. And I'm not sure at the moment whether it's Mum or Wayne encouraging you just to write about how you feel.
Okay.
You know, to process some of these emotions, because it was a huge thing. Back when he passed, you hadn't really got the vocabulary.
I was only 15.
Or the emotional awareness to process some of these feelings, and so they all get stuck inside. And it's like, you know, it's like this big rug being pulled under your feet. And if they can be taken like that, any of us could just, and you can actually have this fear that any of us could just not be here. And that is true, and for most of us it doesn't happen to.
Yeah.
And I've been doing this now for like 20 years. It's only ever good souls. It's only ever good souls that get taken like that. Okay. Yeah. Now, you have a healing gift, but it doesn't look like you've done anything about it. Have you been told it before?
No.
All right, you've got a healing gift, because as I'm looking at your hands, they're flashing green.
Oh my
gosh. Green's the colour of a healer. You also get people talking about green finger to do with plants, you know, and it's the aura is green. You've got a natural capacity to care and to give. The only area that I think will be really hard for you will be children, terminally ill children. You'd be in their hearts and boots, and you'd find that really hard to work with. That isn't to say that you shouldn't do that work. It just means you're going to need to go through some experiences, develop some understandings, so that you can look after yourself and support them. Okay. Yeah, cool. Yeah. Right, now, Wayne is giving you a tick for something. Right, I don't know what this is to do with. Have you got a list of things that you're wanting to do?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't know, I think he wasn't on the list, And I
No,
think he's just put himself on the list. One of the things I want to do is talk to Wayne.
True. It has been a long time. Yeah.
Because he's laughing about it. He likes your list, but he saes it's not big enough, it's not ambitious enough. He wants you to do things that he'd love doing as well, then he can do these things with you.
I am going to do
Cool.
what I love doing, yeah.
All right. Now, then I've got him going like this. I can see him in my mind's eye going like this, and and it's to do with you and skiing. Have you never ever skied?
Oh, I only did once and I couldn't walk for a week. So,
So skiing shouldn't be on that list.
no.
Skiing should not be on that list because he's just going like this. Yeah, it's not a good idea. Yeah, not a good idea. Right, now he's settling back. So I'm sat here, but he's sitting me back in my chair to relax. He feels relaxed now. He's not been through a medium before, it feels like.
No, he probably hasn't.
No, and so now he's
got
feeling a
lots
little
to
bit
say.
more comfortable. He's feeling a bit more comfortable. How do I feel? How do I feel with him in me? He wants you to understand that the life that you experience here is different to the life that they experience there. It's like shadows. What we think of as a vivid colour here is nothing compared to what they experience there. What we think as loving feelings, nothing compared to there. So he's always been loved. From the minute he left this world to going into spirit world, he's always felt loved, he's always felt supported, he's always felt cared for. He's never ever been on his own.
That's good.
And part of you as a 15-year-old was worried, who'd be with him? Who'd be with him over where he was, not knowing where he was? Yeah.
Yep.
He visits you regularly. You must have a cat. Or did you have a cat?
We did have a cat.
Did it go missing?
Yeah, I had one that went missing.
Mm.
Yeah. But there was one when we were a kid that went missing too, so...
Yep. He's got a cat of yours in spirit world with him. That he's being very well fed. It's a cat that likes its food.
Yeah.
So if that makes sense with the one that went missing.
Does.
Yes, it really likes its food. Now, spirit world, we don't have food, so that's a bit of a anomaly. But apparently there's something that looks and smells like cat food, so the cat's happy, apparently. Okay. Yeah. Cool. Right, and he's just saying to you at the moment is, sometimes you're worrying about what next, in terms of, where do I go next, what's my direction? He says your very best place is going in here, into your own heart, and letting your heart guide you, won't steer you wrong.
Okay.